Hello everyone, this is Dana Talvik, and today we are looking at my Ackar. Uh, this was the last Glatorian of my current batch of Glatorians I have built to use the small CCBS torso, but I was out of Glatorian wastes, so the way his body is attached is actually reversed from all of my other Glatorian, which I felt like kind of fits, because Ackar is supposed to be the wizened old warrior type. So having him be built with broader shoulders and thinner legs kind of feels right for his character. Um, for weapons, he's just got a shield that can rotate because I was out of Thornax launchers. Because another build that I did that you will see next week used my last Thornax launcher. So now I just have like halves that are different colors, and I didn't want to use those. His hands are the wrong color, and like his shoulders are the wrong color, but that's because I was just kind of running out of parts, and due to things outside of my control, I kind of can't go and get a bunch of new parts. So I just wanted to make them kind of simple out of the parts I had. Um, you'll see in a few videos here that Akkar's torso took a bunch of color out of one of my other mocks. Because I have a Hero Factory Next mock, and almost every time I do a new batch of building mocks, that mock loses more and more orange. Because everything needs orange, but I have like no orange parts. And the reason I built Akkar's torso like this is I had 2 extra ball joints that were super low down, as well as Akkar's torso armor is just too big for this size scale. It would look bad. So I had to make something that was kind of reminiscent of it without actually using the part. Plus, I was already using the part on a different mock, I believe. So I just made it out of small CCBS shells. And then I added dark red to the color scheme because of the piece that I used for attaching the shoulders here. And also to make him share colors with Malum, because they're both fire Glatorian, so I figured they should have some similar color schemes. For the sword, it's a completely new sword, just because I believe I ended up using a Cars blade on a Tahu mock, but I might be wrong. It's the same mold, but they're different colors, so maybe I use an actual Tahu part. But I had used a Cars like hilt for a Cars blade on several other mocks, so he didn't have his original hilt. So I just designed him a new sword using some of the Uniter swords because I thought they kind of fit the aesthetic of Bara Magna. And then also, instead of using his original leg bits because they were too long, I used his forearms as his new legs and just attached the shin guards onto them. And my shin guards are a little stressed. You might notice that. That's because I've made a bunch of mocks in the past that kind of slowly bent them outwards, so now they have these big stress marks on them. But for articulation, Ackar is pretty weird in the upper body, but the lower body is pretty normal. He's got ball jointed ankles, hinge jointed knees, ball jointed hips. Then for his torso armor, it's on ball joints, so you can adjust it. The shoulders have a ball joint in the back here, which you're not really supposed to use, but I mean, you can use it if you want. Ball joint at the shoulder, hinge joint at the elbow, ball joint at the hand, and then the shield can kind of rotate on the blue pegs. And then he's got a double ball joint for the neck. He's got a ball joint at the base of his torso, and then he's got a ball joint in the head. So you can kind of get some looking really down and really high up. So he probably has, besides Gelu's waist joint, he has like the most articulation, I'd say, out of my Glatorian. So that about does it for Ackar. Tune in next week when we take a look at my updated scrawl.